When I was a young boy, and me and my girlfriend, I was very inexperienced, you know. This was when I was 31. We went on holiday in one of these cabin holidays in the woods. Well, I got there, I said, well, you get the dinner on, I'll go and cut some wood. And when I come in, I said, Christ, my hands are bloody freezing. She said, well, put them between my legs. Christ. Well, it was warm. You needn't do it now. Don't do it now. Well, in the afternoon, I went out and I come in. I said, my Christ, my hands are bloody freezing again. She said, well, put them between my legs. Christ, this is twice. In the evening, I come in. I said, my hands is bloody freezing again. She said, don't you ever get cold ears? Today. Little gentlemen, today, I was outside the lunatic asylum in Dorchester. And I could hear all the inmates. They're in there shouting, 13, 13, they all chant. That's what they do. They walk around in circles shouting, 13, 13, 13. That's what they do. All day. I could hear them 13. I thought, what hell are they doing? Well, there was a hole in the wall. I looked through the hole, and some bastard poked me right in the bloody eye, you bastard. Shit. Then they all shout, 14, 14, 14. But they put me and Denzel in a lunatic asylum. We said, you don't see a soul. We was in there for months. You don't see a bloody soul. And then I said to him one day, I said, Denzel, let's have a game. I said, anything to relieve the boredom. I'll have a fish and chip shop. And you come in for some fish and chips. Well, he came in, he said, could I have some fish and chips? I said, get to the back of the queue, you bloody nuisance. Well, after about an hour, he come up again. He said, could I have some fish and chips? I smack him right in the bloody teeth. I said, get to the back of the queue. Will it knock all his teeth out? And he was crying, oh, shit. And all the doctors come in. They said, what have happened? Denzel said, somebody smacked me in the teeth. He said, well, who done it? He said, well, how do I know with a shop full of people? But I was in there, and a man went down through here, and boom, boom, boom. I said, the man, what's the matter with him? He said, he thinks he's a Ford Cortina. I said, can you get him, convince him that he's not? He said, piss off, I get £10 a week for washing him. I woke up yesterday morning, and there's a gorilla in the tree in my garden, a bloody gorilla. So I rung Payton Zoo. I said, there's a bloody gorilla in my garden. They said, we'll send out the gorilla catcher. Well, when he come, he had a dog, a pair of handcuffs, and a shotgun. I said, what you do? Well, he said, what I do is I climb the tree, and I shake the tree until the gorilla fall out, and then this dog is trained to bite his knackers. And he bites his knackers, and he squeezes his knackers that tight that eventually, with the pain, the gorilla will go like that. When he does, you put the handcuffs on. I said, you're gonna shake the bugger out of the tree, and that bloody thing with them great teeth is gonna bite his knackers? Shit. I said, what's the shotgun for? He said, if I fall out the tree, shoot the dog. But, little jobber, when I went to the doctors, well, I went in, first time I went in, the woman said, and she said, what have you got? I said, shingles. Shingles, she will sit down there, and she took my name and address and sit down there. And then she said, would you go into the room? And another woman came in. She said, I understand you got shingles. I said, yeah. She said, well, take your trousers off. And she cut on my knackers. She said, cough. I said, well, that's better. Now, she said, go in with the doctor. Well, I got in with the doctor. He said, I understand you got shingles. He said, will you strip off? I got to give you an internal. Right. And he stick his finger up my asshole. He said, what made you think you got shingles? I said, I know I have. I got 4 tons outside. I want to know where to put them. Yeah, but it's worse. There's worse. There is worse to come. Because what have happened? Well, what have happened? See, down in our village, there's a girl work behind the bar in the pub. She's a lovely girl, but she have flattened more grass. No, but she's been bloody friendly. I always ring when she's buried. She'd be having to be put in a Y-shaped coffin. And I'm going to put on her headstone, together at last. Down her legs. You know, well, the thing is, we've had a new landlord in the pub, and he fancied her. And that dilly bugger, he fell in love with her. Shit. Well, last Saturday, they got married. Shit. We all went to the wedding. It was a lovely wedding. And, well, in the evening, we're all in the pub. We're drinking Guinness and eating sausage rolls. I must have had enough sausage rolls to put a handrail from here to Evershot. Anybody from Evershot? They eat their young in Evershot. Well, see, I said, it's all very well, boys. I said, this is all very well. But I said, we're down here drinking the man's Guinness and eating his sausage rolls. He's up with his new bride. He thinks she's a virgin. What a shock that poor bugger's going to have. I feel sorry for them. I said, I'd like to know how things are going. Well, Denzel said, I got a ladder on the Land Rover. He said, Jethro, if we put a ladder up to the window, and you got up top of the ladder, and you could give a commentary, because you're good at that, I'll come up behind you, then Bill Perdue, and then slip along Penrose, and he said, we'll have a run right through to the bar, and if you hand the information on, everybody will know how things is going. Good idea. Get the ladder. Keep quiet, Bill, you prick. Keep quiet. What'd you say? Keep quiet, you twat. He's deaf as a bloody post. Keep quiet, Bill. Well, I put the ladder up and I creep up. I said, I can see him. He can see him. He can see him. Can he see him? Yes, Bill. I can piss and see him. Now shut up. Shh. Keep quiet, you prick. And don't shout. Bill, don't shout, you asshole. Bill, if you don't stop shouting, I'm going to take you in the pub. You won't be part of the line. I said, they're coming in the room, 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 they're coming in the room. What's happening? They're coming in the pissing room, Bill. I said, he's kissing her, he's kissing her, he's kissing her. Bill said, is it kissing her? I never done that. I said, big cheer in the bar, he's kissing her. What's happening? What's happening? I'm watching, he's watching, are you watching? I'm pissing watching, Bill. I said, God, he got her tits out, 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 got her tits out. I heard a big cheer and hey, got her tits out. And I said, shh, keep quiet, keep quiet. I said, she got his cock out, got his cock out, got his cock out, got his cock out. Message come back, how big is it? How big is it? How big is it? How big is it? I said, he's Jewish, he's Jewish, he's Jewish, he's Jewish. What's happening? What's happening? Well, I said, I'm bloody watching, Bill. I'm pissing. I'll piss on you in a minute, you bastard. I said, he got her knickers off, got her knickers off, get her knickers off, got in the big chair. Hey, got in there. Message come back. What color are they? What color are they? What color are they? I said, they're blue, blue. Bill said, blue? She had they on this morning. I said, shh, keep quiet, Bill. Keep bloody. They've turned the pissing light out. I can't see nothing, I can't see nothing, I can't see nothing, I can't see nothing. Well, listen, Jethro, you listen. All right, I'll listen. And Bill, you listen too. Shh. Shine your torch. Piss off, they'll see it, you twat. I'm listening. Shh. You keep quiet, Bill, and I can bloody hear. I said, he's giving her one, he's giving her one, he's giving her one, he's giving her one, he's giving her... Big cheer, hey, he's giving her one. Then she said, darling, you are now where no other man has ever been. I said, he's up her ass, he's up her ass, he's up her ass, he's up her ass.